Hey guys, what's up? This is part 2 of my AI Ask Questions about mental illness, and I was going to say I was going to refilm the video, but I already got all these questions answered, and I didn't want to repeat myself, so I'm just going to start here again. So how do mental hospitals integrate family and community support in their treatment approach? Again, they don't do a very good job at this, but if you're an adolescent, you have a family session before you leave. If you're an adult or adolescent, they'll make sure you have a psychiatrist within 30 days and a therapist within 7 days. What are the long-term outcomes and success rate of treatments in mental hospitals? Not very good. There's a very high risk of people committing suicide once they leave mental hospitals. Okay, so let's see what do people want to know about schizophrenia? Okay, assuming. Okay, so it's practically a whole answer. Okay, what is schizophrenia and what are the symptoms? So, I have a whole video on this. I'm not even going to explain it. How is schizophrenia I'm going to link that video. How is schizophrenia diagnosed and treated? It's usually diagnosed in the early 20s. It's treated mostly with antipsychotic medications, therapy, and hospitalization if needed. What causes schizophrenia and their risk factors for developing the disorder? I honestly don't know this answer 100%, so I'm not going to say I'm an expert because I'm not. But the risk factors are definitely substance abuse can be a risk factor, emotional, mental, and physical and sexual abuse can be a risk factor, genetics can be a risk factor. How does schizophrenia affect daily functioning quality of life? This I am apt to answer. It affects me every day because I'm terrified that I'm going to hallucinate every single day of my life. And I'm scared that one day I'm going to hallucinate and kill myself, or God forbid, kill someone else because the hallucination is so severe. Luckily, it's never gotten that severe for me, but it does affect me every single day and gives me fear. I have fear. I'm learning now that you can have PTSD from psychosis, and I think I do. What medication are used to treat schizophrenia and what are the potential side effects? So antipsychotics are the go-to medication treating schizophrenia. Risperdal is very commonly prescribed at first. Clozaril is prescribed last minute. I mean, not last minute, but last-ditch effort, which I made a whole video about that. And then potential side effects is weight gain, nausea, sleeping, diarrhea, vomiting, all that stuff. And again, not a doctor. Go to your doctor. Okay. Therapy effective in treating schizophrenia and what type of therapy is available. So, is it effective? Honestly, I don't know what. I think CBT therapy is like they're trying to use that for schizophrenia, but it's mostly talk therapy and CBT therapy. Can people with schizophrenia live independently, and what support is available? I live independently. I have not lived independently yet. Sometimes where I've lived in a group home, but support, there's like community mental health resources. There's an ACT team which comes out and sees you. A lot of people with schizophrenia on the ACT team. Are there alternative treatments or lifestyle changes that can help manage the symptom of schizophrenia? Not apt to answer that question. Can schizophrenia be prevented or cured? It cannot be prevented, not to my knowledge. Now, you might do like lifestyle stuff, like take drugs or something like that, that onsets it, but I don't really know, and no, it cannot be cured. How can friends and family members support someone with schizophrenia? Be there for them, listen to them, take their advice, stuff like that. So I feel like all these questions are kind of the same, which I guess it is. But that's what I'm going to answer today, because I feel like if I ask it, I'll just try what is PTSD. What is... Okay, it's giving me an ad. Hold on, guys. Any day now. Any day. Just waiting on the ad. Oh, continue with limited version. Wow. And it's giving me another ad. Yeah, it's the same question. Well, okay. Here you go. How is BP diagnosed and what is the typical treatment approach? So, BPD is usually diagnosed most of the time 18 and older. I actually got diagnosed when I was 14, and it is because you can diagnose any personality disorder except antisocial personality disorder under 18. But the other personality disorders, they frown heavily upon on diagnosing them because your brain is not fully formed. Typical treatment approach is DBT. There's no medication that is for BPD. What are some of the causes and risk factors of BPD? Environment is a very big risk factor. How does BPD affect daily life and relationships? Since because of BPD you have a constant fear of abandonment, you feel like everyone's leaving you. So it literally says in the first symptom, frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. How's medication used to treat BPD? No medication used. No medication is FDA approved to treat BPD, but there can be medication used to treat symptoms of it. So therapy, what kind of therapy is used for BPD? Mostly DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. Can BPD be cured or managed effectively? It can be like you can, I don't know if cured would be the word, but I know you can no longer qualify for symptoms of BPD. It is not a lifetime sentence, so I guess it can be cured, and it can be managed effectively with therapy. How can family members and loved ones support BPD? Be gentle, be understanding, but also set boundaries. Are the self-help strategies people can use? There's a lot of DBT skills online, and what are some common, last question that I'm going to go, what are some common misconceptions about BPD and how they can be addressed? The most common ones are they're manipulative or abusive, and they can be manipulative at times, but any disorder, people with a mental disorder can be abusive, but just like how people with a mental disorder can be abusive, people without a mental disorder can be abusive. So I hope you guys learned a little bit with this video. We have 2 questions left in AI, so if there's any questions you guys want me to ask the AI, which I guess I can also just ask those if you guys send it in. Alright, thanks guys. If you like what I'm doing, hit my link tree. Bye.